Hi everyone, this is Assassinate Angel, and welcome back to another video. I was supposed to have a video up Monday as well as Wednesday and Friday because that's going to be the new schedule, but I was having some issues with uploading on Monday for whatever reason. So it ended up being Wednesday and Friday. The new thing is supposed to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just so I can keep up and make a backlog easier. But today I decided to do Hess creates their own miracle box. So I was gonna wait until I had the entire miracle box finished, but I hit kind of a wall when it comes to Kwame designs, so I'm just going to do the set I have here today. Like what I already have finished, and then I will make the others later and make another video. So I'm going to try to give a minute or two to each Kwame, and sorry if it's a little rambly. I forgot what I originally was going to do for these Kwame, so it will get a little bit rambly just because that's how my thought was. This is actually my second time trying to record this because reasons. So sit back, relax, and enjoy me going off about Kwame for a couple of minutes. So what I'm going to do for each Kwame is I'm going to talk about each Kwame in its own audio section so I can make sure that the Kwame I'm talking about is up on screen for the duration I'm talking about it. We'll be starting with Reagan, the Kwame of Imagination. They are based off a seahorse. Their main colors are orange, but you could easily, if you want to create your own heroes for this, add in other sea colors like corals, pinkish colors, oranges, stuff you'd see on seashells would be acceptable. The other Kwame of Imagination, as I said, their item is a seashell necklace, as you see featured below. I have yet to figure out their Kwame-like transformation, so if I don't mention it in each of these characters, it is fair game to suggest what it will be. I have not figured out Reagan's yet, so go ahead and suggest what their transformation phrase should be, as well as what their miraculous power phrase should be, because I have not figured that one out either. How their power works is you have a seashell. You can use such seashell to blow into, and instead of making the fake conch sound that people always do in cartoons, because I'm not sure that actually works, it does the sound when you listen to a seashell and you hear this ocean. The sound of the ocean will come out and create a temporary solid illusion of whatever you imagined. So if I was fighting somebody like Reflecta, I would imagine Haku's little ice prison thing from Naruto and use that against her, but the minute one of those mirrors shatters, the entire illusion shatters, or once that 5 minutes is up. Reagan's personality itself and the Kwame's personalities are also, if I don't go deep into them, based off of what they look like, fair game for you guys to be like, oh, well, I think they'd be like this, because when I do the final episode of what the box is, I will do a quick rundown of each Kwame in the final episode. Reagan's personality is kind of what Kalki's. So very sassy, very... oh, well, I need something like... instead of wanting somebody who'd be stylish, they just would want an artist for theirs. Just like, well, they don't seem very creative. Do things creatively. But they'd very much want to be good friends with whoever their holder was. Drop soon to be dogsy. Sis. Sorry, I'm at the moment of recording this looking for a dog. But yes, Kalki, Kalki. Fucking Reagan was very much would need a holder who was creative and imaginative and also enjoyed the sea. There'll be a common theme in this one because there are quite a few. There's quite a few. I was wrong. There's only one other that is sea-based in this one. But there'll be others in the box that are sea-based. And they'll probably be on a similar level. And that is it for Reagan. Now we are on to Kiora. This is the Kwame of Mischief. They are based off a cat. Their transformation item is a collar, and their transformation phrase is, "Let's get mischievous." To detransform, you just say, "We are done with mischief." It's cute. It doesn't have any like rhymes or anything. I just wanted to be cute. Her necklace type thing is meant to be a choker with a stone hanging down. Depending on the wearer, the stone might turn into a bell, like a cat girl, or it might turn into a gemstone. But in general, when it's a hero, it is this stone that it is this collar with a stone that kind of looks like Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Expect a lot of references to things I enjoy. Their weapon is if you ever read Homestuck, Nepeta's claw gloves. Like they're fingerless gloves with claws. I am not sure what the phrase would be yet for the power, but basically, once you say the power, you can scratch somebody and it won't hurt them as if you actually scratched them. But you will control how your mischievousness. This is a word I've never had to say before. Anyways, depending on how mischievous you are, depends on how it affects the person you scratched. So if Adrian were to have Kiora, said the phrase, and scratched Lila, the little shit in him would cause her to trip. It basically is a way to do pranks. You basically can use it to make somebody trip. It doesn't lead to any big injuries, but it will make somebody look like a fool. Because I find myself hilarious. And it kind of fits with that theme of mischief. Kira herself, I guess I have decided some of the genders for these. Kira themselves, I can see Kira being a girl, but Kira could also very easily be a boy. Or at least identify as one. Kira themselves is mischievous, but this leads to them being more playful, and they do not hesitate from pulling small pranks on their owner, like hitting the snooze once or twice, as long as they know their owner's not going to be super late or don't care about being late. And yeah, I just see them very much, they're a plague type character, like very tricky, very in their own mind. I forgot to mention in Reagan's, because I don't know what seahorse seat, but Kira, how you would make sure that they can I am bad with words today. Good thing I don't edit a goddamn thing. How you would charge Kira up is, I don't know. You know what? If I can't think of something for each character, each Kwame, I'll let you suggest it below, and then when I do my final video, I'll do that in the quick rundown of what they eat, if I can't think of something. Yeah, I think that's it for Kira. Now we will move on to Floyd. We thought about it a lot. Floyd is obviously a fox. They are the Kwame of sincerity. Their item is a ring. Their weapon is a staff. That one, I'm not sure what the phrase would be, but when they say the phrase, all they have to do is hit somebody with it, and that person will give their sincerest opinions and be totally sincere for 5 minutes until it wears off, yada yada yada. I'm not sure what his transformation phrase would be. I kind of see Floyd as a boy, or using he/him pronouns. I think Floyd they all kind of embody the thing used for them. Other than being sincere, Floyd is kind and cares very much for their holder. And while they believe honesty and sincerity are best, they also realize sometimes to be sincere, you have to tell little white lies not to hurt feelings. But they will very much be very torn over when their owner does lie because of sincerity. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I feel like they would get along with Tiki. Kira would get along with Plague. Floyd would get along with Tiki. And because I don't have really any... Floyd would eat... I kind of pulling what I think they would eat on the spot. Floyd would eat berries. I could see Floyd eating berries. And so it'd be up to the owner of their miraculous to make sure that it doesn't stain his fur. Yeah, that's a cute image for me. As you can see, the color scheme, I forgot to mention for Kira, but basically what colors you see would basically be what colors you could potentially have for each one. So you'd be looking at hints of orange, but mainly browns, blacks, and grays for Floyd. Let's move on to Gareth, which is one of the first Kwame I created, actually, despite being a snake. I had trouble with the snake. It's just like, if I don't do it now, I won't do it ever. Gareth is the Kwame of healing. To transform, it would probably be Gareth, let's heal the wounded. And to de-transform, it'd probably be something like, now heal ourselves. I'm not sure how you would call upon the power. Their weapon is a whip. Just because Indiana Jones, I associate snakes with whips. But basically, you could whip somebody and heal their physical wounds. Like if you scraped your knee or cracked your arm, like not broken, it can't heal like huge wounds, but it can heal like cracks and fractures, but not breaks. You'd have to hold them for the 5 minutes, depending on the severity of the wound, but you would wrap them up in the whip and heal their wound. Their item is a ring. You could put it on any finger. And Gareth, because they are a Kwame feeling, is very kind, caring, to a worrying extent. They'll worry about everybody and everything, most often their owner, to a point where Gareth would put themselves at risk. Like they would want to heal everybody and not realize it was exhausting them or their owner. Gareth, despite being a snake, I don't know why, I just like the idea of Gareth liking mint-flavored stuff. Just like, you have the snake in your pocket, and it only wants peppermint. Or mint gum, and it's constantly blowing bubbles and getting it stuck everywhere. I don't know why that image is hilarious to me. But it is, so enjoy. Let's talk about Bird the Bird. Bird is a bird. They're the Kwami of Charm. I forgot to write it on the thing, but I pulled it up earlier to double check. Bird is the Kwami of Charm. Obviously, they have a very charming personality. Their transformation item is a barrette that is changeable for each person. Like, if a Lolita type person were to wear it, it would turn vibrant colors and have a little detail on it that was like a heart or a star. If somebody like a gothic person wore it, it would turn black and have a skull detail on it. Their weapons are feathers that are basically throwing knives, because I thought that'd be fun. Basically, it's kind of a Cupid's arrow type thing. So you probably yell something along the lines of miraculous charm, yeet it at your opponent, and they'd be charmed by you and more likely to listen to what you say for the 5 minutes until it wore off. Their transformation would be, let's put the charm on, and to turn it off, charming is tired, or something to that nature. Feel free to suggest better. Bird obviously is charming. They're a bit of a flirt. I could see them encouraging their owner, like, while they might not feel romantic attraction, they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna help my owner, if they so wish to, get with someone. And try to help their owner be as charming as possible. I could see somebody going along very much with Bird's theme and try to make their name Prince Charming or Robin Hood are possible hero names I could see for Bird. Bird. Ooh, what would they eat? How can I make this ridiculous and fun? I don't know why, but just the image of like corn on the cob. Yep, you're stuck with corn on the cob. Not loose corn on the cob. You have to carry corn on the cob around. Oh, why did I give myself creative liberty? Sorry. We're on to one of my favorite designs. I just thought it was cute. Pirko. Kwami of Loyalty. Their transformation item is the little bow with the bell on it. Expect me to use a very similar idea, because I believe there's a sheep in this set. They'll probably get a staff of some kind to whack people with. But Pirko, you would probably say something along the lines of my loyal friends, or some bullshit like that. Bull, it's a cow. Up for debate what you'd have to say. But basically, within like a... You know what? Social distance. 6 feet away. Within 6 feet away, anybody who heard your bell within 6 feet would become loyal to you for the 5 minutes until you detransformed. And a bonus, you can hit people with it. Like all of these. Like, the backup is to hit people. Pirko themselves is very calm. They themselves are very loyal, obviously. They are more likely to put the mental and physical health of their holder above, and the holder's friends above the rest. And because they believe that being loyal is the most important thing. This extends to if they were taken over by an evil person. They would not care about the majority, they would care about what their holder, if they were friends with their holder, wanted. Like I said, I'm happiest with Pirco's designs, and they eat sugar cubes, because I think that's cute. As for the bow, it basically anything you could use a bow in, like if you wore, it could be a bow tie, it could be a bow in your hair, it could be a bow you wear on your wrist. But yeah, it can be worn as any type of bow. It's like a Lolita-sized bow. It could be easily a bow tie or a hair thing, but like it'd be oversized if it was on your wrist. Yeah. And that's Pirco. We're on to the final Kwami for this set of ones I made and was waiting to make the rest for Sulky, who is a seal. This was the first of the set I created, actually. Sulky is the Kwami of Belief. Their transformation item is a pearl bracelet. And to transform, you'd say, Sulky, I believe. And to detransform, you'd say, my belief is wavering. That was depressing to say. But, basically, I just wanted to draw something cute, and that's how Sulky this started. Sulky is the Tiki of this group. So, kind, believes in what their owner does, believes in what their owner says, but they also will encourage their owner outside of their boundaries. And they'll constantly be cheering them on, like, I believe in you. You can do it. I got faith in you. Their item to summon it is, I believe I need help. Simple as that. For 5, and then you would make a blow wand with your hands, flick it, blow through the circle you made with your hands, and you'd get a bubble that acts as a crystal ball, and you'd get a kind of like hint to the weakness. So a potential way to defeat the enemy, but it's under very specific circumstances. It's kind of like Ladybug's Lady Vision. Ladybug's like, ooh, this is how I figure it out vision. It's that, but let's say you had a team of Floyd's, Holder, Reagan's, and Bird's. The solution you would get would not involve any of them. It would involve somebody else, but would show you the weakness enough to where you could potentially figure out a plan like, okay, their weakness is water, so we're going to trick them into water. Simple as that. And I will show like where all of them would go in the final episode after I finish all this. And Sulky themselves would eat tuna. Yep. Sulky's the one I've fleshed out the most in my mind. I probably will do a Sulky hero with one of the miraculous characters, but obviously it was based off of the idea of Sulky themselves, like the actual like mythical creature Sulky. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy future videos with this idea in mind. I will see you next time. Bye.